In this clip, we'll demonstrate how to open a new company in Priority and set up the necessary initial definitions so that you can begin working with this company. These setups should be performed immediately upon beginning to work in Priority, and in a multi-company setting, they need to be repeated for each new company you define. The various operations we are about to demonstrate must be performed on the server by the system manager, who signs into Priority with the username Tabula. To open a new company, run the Add Company program from the menu path System Management, System Maintenance, Companies. In the program's input, we'll use the company column to define a company code composed of lowercase letters and/or numbers only. In the full company name column, record the name of the company. We strongly recommend that you leave the Initialize Accounts option flagged so that this program will automatically open a number of basic default accounts for the new company along with the necessary accounts definitions. If you work with a dual currency installation, you'll also need to select the desired initialization type. This parameter allows international organizations to open one company in Europe and a second company in the US by choosing different installation types when adding each company. Unless the company you are adding is located in the US, you should choose the dual currency option. Consequently, you will also need to select the local currency and a second foreign currency in which to maintain the company's financial data. Finally, click OK to continue running the program. Once the program is finished and you have received a message to that effect on the screen, exit and re-enter Priority and choose the new company you added as your working environment. From the Companies menu we navigated to earlier, open the Companies form to review the company that was just added. Looking over at the color column, you can see that the color currently assigned to this company is blue. This color is used to display the title bar when working in this company environment and functions as a visual aid for users who work with several different companies. If you plan on working with several different companies, you may also want to flag the multi-company exchange rates column, indicating that this company shares currency exchange rates with other companies in a multi-company setting. When a new exchange rate is recorded in one flagged company, the other flagged companies will be updated automatically. If you have purchased one or more foreign language dictionaries in order to work in Priority in a language other than English, you can also choose the company's primary language in the language code column of this form. From the same menu, we'll open the company data form in order to record basic details, such as the company's main address and phone number. This information will appear in all heading of all printouts intended for the company's customers and vendors. You may also want to fill in the company's official registration, tax, or VAT ID number, as it should appear on printed documents such as invoices. Next, we'll move to the HTML logo column in order to upload the company's logo for display on printouts for this company. Click on the paperclip icon. In the window that opens, locate the desired image file and click Open to import this file into the system. At this stage, we can close the company data form and begin setting up basic financial definitions for the company. From the Financials, Nominal Ledger, Fiscal Periods menu, open the Define Fiscal Years form. We'll use this form to define the fiscal year from January 1st to December 31st. After defining the fiscal year, 12 fiscal periods appear automatically in the Fiscal Periods sublevel form, one for each full month. You can now run the Open Fiscal Period program in order to begin recording financial transactions for the designated fiscal period. You can run this program for all upcoming fiscal periods up until the end of the year at this time if necessary. Taxes in priority are maintained by tax codes and tax groups. When a sales document is prepared for a given customer, priority automatically calculates the correct amount of tax and adds it to the document. Each document inherits the tax from the previous document. You can manually change the tax rate at any point. For dual currency users, the same is true for purchasing documents. That is, tax is calculated automatically and copied from one document to the next. Again, it can be changed manually. Detailed instructions on setting up tax codes and tax groups in the system and assigning default tax codes to customers and vendors are provided in the Taxes wizard. In priority, each new financial document is assigned a number automatically according to a predefined format. At the beginning of every year, and when you first start to work with priority, you need to create new numeration templates for these documents by running the Open Numeration Templates program and specifying the current year. You can then review the templates created for each type of document in the Document Numeration Templates form. In order to avoid confusion, make sure that the prefixes assigned to similar types of documents, such as price quotes for customers and price quotes from vendors, don't resemble each other too closely. You can revise the prefix assigned to any type of document directly in this form, so long as you have not yet opened a document of that type. Move to the Financial Documents form. This form is used to define various attributes for each type of financial document. The form opens in multi-record display mode, and you can press F4 to revert to single record mode, which displays the names of columns in full. For example, it's a good idea to flag the Post Journal Entries column for sales invoices so that journal entries are posted automatically to the ledger when such invoices are finalized. Similarly, you may want to flag the negative sum counter column to ensure that sales invoices whose total amount is negative will have a separate numeration sequence. Use the Set Text for Document sublevel form to record set text that you want to appear on printouts for each type of financial document. Returning for a moment to the menu from which we opened this form, you can right-click on the form title and select Online Help in order to access a variety of help tools related to the form. In this case, several relevant FAQs are provided for the Financial Documents form. You can access a list of online help options in the same fashion for any entity appearing in the main menu, including the various submenus. Let's click on one of the provided FAQs to see the answer to the question, where can I define set text for the various system documents? Next, we'll demonstrate how to define the system users. From the menu path System Management, System Maintenance, Users, we'll run the Add New User program and fill in the relevant details. The assigned username may be shorter than the user's full name and will serve to identify this user throughout the system. The next step is to assign the user a privilege group leader. The user will automatically inherit all the privileges defined for that leader. Note that the number of priority users that can be opened is limited to the number of licenses you have purchased. It is very important to back up your data regularly by means of the Run Daily Backup program. The resulting backup file will be saved in the Backup subfolder of the Priority directory. It is recommended that you maintain a copy of all backup files on an external media device, such as an external hard drive or USB flash drive. You can set the daily backup to take place automatically. A detailed review of the backup process is provided elsewhere. This concludes our review of setting up a new company in Priority. For more information, see the Companies wizard.